Um, this video will be called How the Hell Do You Trust God After Going Through the Worst Hell on Earth known to man that you could possibly fathom? How do you trust God after watching that happen to you? I don't get how people just automatically just, you know, I'm going to turn to God that watched the abuse for decades and did nothing to stop it. I'm just going to automatically turn to him. I mean, for me, it's not that simple, just like, what the hell? Where the hell were you? You know, seriously, where the hell were you through all of the abuse? Any of the abuse? Where the hell were you? Yeah, you intervened when I was barely alive at the very end of the abuse. But where the hell were you during the decades of brainwashing, the physical assaults, the controlling of me, manipulation, the mind games, the guilt trips, scare tactics? Why no intervention? Why not kill the narcissist? Why not kill all the narcissists? Why just let people be tortured and not understand why the hell am I being tortured by my own fucking parents? This is fucking shouldn't be happening in the first place. Why are my own parents fucking targeting me and fucking scapegoating me and just projecting on me and just intimidating me? And it's left unchecked, totally unchecked. They were allowed to do whatever the hell they wanted for decades, whatever the hell they wanted, unchecked. No one stopped them. No divine intervention to stop them. Nothing. So what the hell am I supposed to think when no one does shit on in my side of this things? No one's supporting me. It's all one-sided. You know what I'm saying? The whole way for decades since birth, one-sided against me. And I'm supposed to just like automatically trust God out of nowhere after all that decades and decades of bullshit? It's not that easy. And it's not that simple. I'm serious. It's not. I'm just like, what the hell? Where's the accountability? Where's the responsibility? Was God on vacation for 20 years? What was it? You know, I thought he had a grudge against me personally. I thought he had a personal grudge against me the whole time. And it was just like a whole hate fest against me. Just like no intervention, just let everybody do whatever the hell they want to me. Whatever the hell they wanted, just let it happen all the way through until there was no life left in me. Just no help anywhere to be found, to be seen, nothing. And fuck, just like even after uh divine intervention, like way later in life, you're still wondering what the hell, where was God? What the hell? No intervention, no defending, nothing. Just let the narcissist do whatever the hell they wanted without even me knowing I was dealing with the narcissist or narcissists, plural. A whole narcissist environment I was caught in, didn't know how to get out of. I mean, if you were in my position, you'd be like, how the hell do I get out of this? You're in a cult, you're neck deep in a cult, your family's neck deep in a cult, and they're all one-sided against you. They're all in it, and then there's just me, you know. And I'm just like, am I living a fucking nightmare? is, it was like I was living a nightmare, not just living life, I was living a nightmare, and so I'm just like, this life is just a joke, this is literally a joke, I'm dealing with a joke here, right? Just like pull the prank on Adam, but no, it's not a joke. It's real scapegoating, real targeting, real hate towards me, real bullshit, can't get out of the situation. And any move I make, I feel like my life was in jeopardy. I felt my life was in jeopardy if I made any moves to get away. And even now I still feel like my life's in jeopardy. And and I haven't been away for very long from cutting off from family, and I still feel like my life is in jeopardy. You know what I mean? Like that kind of a threat. I was in a real cult that do that threaten you, with deathos. They do deathos. So it's no joking matter. You know what I mean? Um, if you get, um, if you leave, they treat you like you're dead. But do what you gotta do. I was in a bad spot, and I knew I was in a bad spot. Even when I was young, I knew I was in a bad spot. But it's very hard to know what to do when you're in that position. It's very hard to know what to do. Um, so, anyways, I'm just saying, like, after all that insanity, I'm just supposed to, like, turn to God and say, I trust you. You know, it ain't that easy. It's more like, where the fuck were you for 20 fucking years at least? Where the hell fucking were you? While I was getting the shit kicked out of me, and I was getting slandered and I was getting smeared and I was getting treated like shit and gaslighted constantly. Where the fuck were you? You know, that's what I want to know. So that's all I just wanted to say is, where the fuck was God during all that shit? Where the fuck was he? Fucking on vacation, felt like. It's like, do whatever the fuck you want to Adam. Do whatever the fuck you want to him. Talk shit about him constantly. Do whatever you want. Don't hold back. Go all out. Until there's nothing left of him. Just keep pressing them till there's nothing left, and that's what happened. It's exactly what happened. Got drained fucking dry. Drained fucking dry. So I hope anybody that was watching that is satisfied. They drained me fucking dry. You know, mission accomplished. There you go. Until there was nothing left of me, they destroyed every aspect of me. Totally, my will to live was gone. It was totally gone. Uh, so mission accomplished. Narcissist pulled out all the stops to destroy me. Mission accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Just like fuck. And then I'm just supposed to say God's awesome after that bullshit. Fuck. you know, it's a weird position to put me in. They convinced me that there was no God. That's how bad it was. Like, I'm like, there's no way a God could just watch this and just. There's fucking no way a God could watch this. There's no way God could even tolerate this himself. You know what I mean? And survive. That's how I felt. I'm like, just there's no way God could have survived this suffering. They convinced me that there's no way there's a God. They convinced me totally. I was totally convinced before I attempted suicide. One of my attempts, I was totally convinced there was no God, and if there was no way he was on my side. After all the shit I went through, there was fucking no way. I thought God was the narcissist like them. Like I truly thought God was one of them. And it was just like so one sided. that I was just like, fuck this place, fuck this world. I'm fucking out of here. You know, like suicide was like the easiest decision I've ever made. That's how bad my life was. Suicide was the easiest decision. I just made it like snapping my fingers. Get me the fuck out of here. I'm done, dude. I'm done with this shit. You know, I'm being honest. You know, like I didn't want to be here. No, it was just like it was like a bad joke on me. Just like no holds bar. Do whatever the fuck you want against Adam. Do whatever the fuck you want. You know, say whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Treat him like a leper. Do you know what I'm saying? Just like destroy him. Do whatever the fuck you want. That's how it felt. It's just like so one sided. It's just like, anyways. I'm just saying it's not that easy to just think God is awesome after all that. I don't know how people do it. You know, like other survivors are just like uh are really just gung ho with God. You know, I don't know if it takes time to be that way, but I'm definitely not that way now. It's not. I'm not like, oh, you watched decades of abuse. I trust you. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. You know, for me, it's just kind of weird. It's kind of a weird, uh, non-trusting situation. You know, um, like what the hell? You know, how about we explain at least 20 years of what happened? Let's dive into this. Let's where the fuck was God during a big chunk of my life? Where the fuck was he? You know what I mean? Seriously. I mean, it was all team narcissists for most of my life. It was all team narcissists. You know, they were the chosen ones, and you know, it seemed like they were in the God's in crowd, and I was in the outer rim. You know what I mean? I was not in their crowd, and it was just like no one was with me on my side, so I was just like, fuck it. It was easy to say fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Just like fuck this world. But anyways, I'm just saying, like, I'm not like the other survivors that are just like, I acknowledge God's helping me. I acknowledge that. I don't really know why, because I don't like him. And I feel like I was totally betrayed. There has to be other narcissist abuse survivors that feel totally betrayed. I can't be the only one that feels totally abandoned and betrayed by God during all that shit. There's no way I'm the only one that's just like, fuck this shit. Anyways, but I don't know. God knows I have a beef with him, a grudge, a real grudge. It's real. uh, it's so I don't know. It's a hurdle. Uh, I actually I might hate him the most, even more than the narcissist, or you know what I mean? Because like I feel like God should know better than to watch a kid go through that bullshit. It was a little extreme, way extreme. Like if someone's committing suicide like every second, it's extreme. Get me out of there. You know what I'm saying? But no, didn't get me out of there. Just let me fucking take it as a kid. Let me fucking take it. And just, it was just like a middle finger, towards me. And what am I supposed to think? When there's no intervention, you know, I think God's more like my parents. That's what I thought. I thought God was like them, like bad to the bone, bad to the core, you know. So, anyways, It was easy to throw in the towel. That's all I'm saying. God's complacency was so lax that it was so easy to just throw in the towel and just say fuck it. Especially after strangulation. That alone. You know, Uh, you know, come on. You don't let a kid get strangled in front of a fucking church. You just don't. That's gonna mess with them. That's gonna mess with them big time, especially by church leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, God. Think about it. What am I supposed to think? I'm gonna think you're one of them. That's what I'm gonna think. So that's all I'm saying is it's a big hurdle that I may never get over. Maybe I can heal without God's help. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't want to be. I don't want to be around narcissists anymore or sociopaths. I made that decision. I'm like, I don't want to be. At the very least, I don't want to be around them. And I have the right. I have my own space. I deserve my own sovereignty. That they made me think that I didn't have. They didn't make. They made me. They made me feel like I was a prisoner. Like. And I know a lot of people know what it's like, but they made me feel like I had no rights. I couldn't do anything right. I couldn't be anything. I couldn't be on my own ever. I had to be their slave. I had to have them think for me. I had to have them make decisions for me because I was too stupid. I couldn't figure it out on my own, and just that kind of thing. Uh, that kind of oppression and like controlling, very controlling, uh, like crazy controlling. Um, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much about it. I don't feel like I'm totally in the clear of one of the narcissists. I don't, I'm still in the same town, so I don't feel totally confident. You know what I'm saying? But and I don't feel totally confident that God has my back. Nope. Or will hold them off for me while I heal. I don't trust that shit. Like, I don't expect the highest uh I don't expect God to be on my side totally. Let's just say that after what I went through since birth, I don't trust God at all. I trust him to betray me like the devil or like the narcissist. They're all the same. The devil, God, narcissist, they're all the same to me, Just I just expect betrayal. So that's just the life I lived. It's just like no one was on my side. No, you know what I mean? Just like shit. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Is just something I wanted to vent because like I don't know how people like full heartedly turn to God after narcissist abuse, especially when it's like a long time. Decades of it. Just like unchecked, undefended, let the narcissist do whatever the hell they wanted, basically, you know, nonstop. What are you supposed to think? You supposed to be on God's side, and be like, God's awesome? No, not in my case. So that's all I gotta say. It's like, at least I'm being honest about it, but God may be the only one that can heal me. That's true, but why watch the abuse in the first place? That's my question. Why watch it? Why let it go on? It's a horrendous thing to let someone go through, especially a kid. It's horrible, you know. The whole family against one person? Come on. Do something. Step in. Get the kid out of there. But no, he didn't. He just watched it. He just watched it. A confused kid get abused. Fucking confused. Traumatized. What the hell? Of course the kid's gonna think there's no God. Of course. Of course the kid's gonna hate God. Of course. There was no intervention. Nothing. So, you know, don't blame me for not believing in God. Fuck. It wasn't just one event that was allowed to happen. It wasn't just one. It was more than that. It was a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? If it was just one event, just write it off. Okay, God was asleep during that time. You know what I'm saying? If it was just one event, but no, it was a lot of things. You know, that's all I wanted to say. But I'll, yeah, I'm glad I said it. It was bugging me. You know. Anyways, I'm out of here. I know I'm not the ideal survivor. I know that, but fuck it. You know. Maybe I'll be all right. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I do my best uh, to survive. So, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.